evening. Hello, everyone. I welcome you all to Flow Kanpur's much-awaited event, where we aim at rewarding our year-long endeavors with words of inspiration from the woman of wonders, Shilpa Shetty Kundra. We at Flow Kanpur envisaged a year of utmost strength and valor when we set Rise as a theme of this year.
Yeah, can we wait for 2 minutes? Shilpa's just joining in 2 minutes.
Huh.
Yeah, she's just stepped away.
Sorry, huh?
Welcome everyone to Flow Kanpur's one of our last webinars this year for the year 2021. I just wanted to extend everyone a big thank you for joining us from all the different chapters. You all, not just Flow Kanpur members, but a lot of you have been regulars to our webinars, and a big thank you for that. And we'll just take a couple of more minutes. I think Shilpa was just here and she's just stepped away for a minute. And we're really excited for this candid conversation with the Wonder Woman herself. So it'll be a few minutes, a minute or two. Hi, CF, Shilpa here.
You see me?
Hi, Shilpa. How are you?
Hi, how are you?
All good, all good. So good to have you here. Join us.
Same here.
Yeah, we're ready to begin, Neha.
Yes, I'm so sorry to have kept you waiting. I was in the middle of a press conference. We just finished for
Go
Super
ahead.
Dancer, and yeah, I'm here now with you.
Super.
Hello, everyone. I welcome you all to Flow Kanpur's much awaited event, where we aim at rewarding our year-long endeavors with words of inspiration from the woman of wonders, Shilpa Shetty Kundra. We at Flow Kanpur envisaged a year of utmost strength and valor when we set Rise as the theme of this year. I can contentedly say that every woman present here has risen above all challenges thrown by this trying time. The theme Rise gave us some virtues to abide by: raise, ignite, sustain, and empower. The burgeoning of our educational programs and workshops resulted in an exponential raise of our awareness among our members. Our willpower and grit rendered all the heat needed to ignite our minds within the confines of our homes. We have not only plodded our way towards sustainability of the environment, but have also thrived on sustainability of knowledge and skills. An empowered woman can engulf every ounce of uncertainty laid down in her way. We aspire to never conclude the journey of empowerment, but adorn it with the presence of a lady who does it all. Shilpa Shetty Kundra started her career as an actor and later found her calling in the ambit of fitness and health. After writing bestsellers, mastering the nuances of social media, running a restaurant, proffering knowledge of wellness to millions, and mocking her salivating fan following by devouring Sunday meals on screen, she is also ready for the resurgence of her acting career and all set to arm a woman with fashion and comfort by running her own clothing line, Dream SS. We look forward to gaining lore from the woman of wisdom. I now invite our Flow Kanpur's chairperson, Aarti Gupta, to give the welcome address.
A very good evening, everyone, and welcome to Flow Kanpur's last webinar for the year 2020-21, a rendezvous with Shilpa Shetty Kundra. Thank you, Shilpa, for being here with us. And thank you to all our Flow members who are joining us from 17 cities pan-India. You know, they say if your actions create a legacy that inspires others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, then you are an excellent leader. Shilpa, you're exactly this kind of a role model for all women out there. As an actor, author, entrepreneur, wellness influencer, health and fitness icon, you inspire every woman to believe that she is more powerful than she knows and just as beautiful as she is. Everything you do with this fearless passion, you know, and you're never afraid to experiment and learn new things. You put yourself out there every day. This is what sets you apart from the rest and makes you such an icon. I would like to begin by asking you this very first question. You know, you're a living embodiment, like I said, of versatility. You have ventured into various realms and people know you as an excellent multitasker. You know, we want to know, where does Shilpa Shetty draw her inspiration from? What motivates you to be so persistent?
First and foremost, a very big hello to all those watching, and thank you so much for inviting me. I'm truly humbled with all the barrage of compliments that you have just bestowed upon me. I feel maybe I'm doing something right. Actually, made me a tad bit emotional as well. I'm like, I was so exhausted today because we had so many things lined up, and it is rather exhausting. But you did forget one of the hats that I wear, and I'm a full time mother. While you listed all the rest that I do, those are all my part time jobs. that is my main priority, and I just feel happy to be able to spend this time with you. And if it is of any use to you, my gosh, where do I derive my inspiration from? I have seen my mom work all her life. So in my growing up years, I think I I respected the fact that she went out to work, and she and my father kind of worked together on things. They started their own business later on in life. So I've seen her be a fantastic mother. I've seen her be a fantastic host at home. She's been a great wife, and she's been a multitasker. So the benchmark was pretty high for me already. So I just felt that, and I never really contrived to do all the things that I do today in my life. They just happen. There's stuff that I take up that have been synonymous with me. I don't do anything that is not synonymous with me or my personality. So whatever I'm doing, I derive inspiration, or maybe I garner the gumption or the excitement from the love I gather from all you people. And like I was saying, the beginning, my introduction just made me realize, gosh, I am doing a lot of stuff. I never really pay attention to it, but it's just happened and it's in the flow of things. But I think people inspire me, and the fact that they seek inspiration from me today and they're motivated with the things I do keeps me going and keeps me wanting to do more. So that is the shot in my arm, so that's what keeps me going. People inspire.
That's wonderful, Shilpa. Like, your journey is so inspirational for all women out there. Who play multiple roles in their lives, and you're so natural. And I'm sure each one logged in today is a big, big fan of each and every role you play. All the lists we've listed and all the things we did not list.
Yeah.
Shilpa, you are also a passionate expounder of health and fitness. You wrote bestsellers, and now you continue to share your fitness mantras on your app, Simple Soulful. When and how did this journey start? And we would love to know the idea behind your app.
That's an interesting question. Actually, I embarked on this journey unknowingly. Um, it happened, I think, after the birth of my first child, Dian, around 8 years ago, when people brought it to my notice that, I have lost weight really well. But today, I mean, you see an Anushka, or you see Anushka, I think, coughed her baby out, because I don't think it's normal for any mother to get back into that shape so soon. So I'm like, this is like unreal, even for me. But back in the day, I think 8-10 years ago, women were viewed very differently. Even up to me, when I gave birth, it took me a good 7 months to shed 32 kilos, because I put on that excess amount of weight, and I was like a size 16 from a size 8, literally doubled in size. And I was so scared to even step out of the house, firstly because none of my clothes fit me, and secondly because I didn't want to be judged, because I was always known as like the bod, and I remember stepping out of my house, and I saw a few women sniggering at my size. And I think people can be really ruthless. And after that, I decided that, enough is enough. Now I've had this weight for really long, and that having a baby was an alibi for me to eat all the panjiris that I could in that time. But then when I started putting my mind to it, I lost the 32 kilos in 4 months. And that was a journey that people saw, because at that point I was shooting for Nach Baliye. And every week I would lose a kilo, a kilo and a half. And I did it without any fat burners. I literally did it with good nutrition and, working out. So that, I think, was inspiring for people. And every step of the way, I'd have people asking me, how did you do it? How did you do it? Because bang, in like 3.5 months, I lost a lot of weight. And then I just realized that, okay, if this is what people want to know, I said, why not just put it into a book and, get it over with? So I'm not asked the same question again and again and again. So that's how the birth of my first book happened, The Great Indian Diet. And a lot of people believe in different diets and different fads. And I did it with Indian food. So I think there's nothing that works better than Lauki and Rajma. And I believe in it. And you are what you eat. So I thought I'd put it on paper, and people can, take a leaf from that. That's how it happened.
All right. Shilpa, you've also made your media and social media presence not only influential, but also with a dose of positivity. However, we are more than elated to know that you are ready to bring back your charm to the silver screen with Nikamma and Hangama too. How do you think cinema has evolved, and what was your experience carving a niche for you in the film industry?
Oh my gosh, it's been over 27 years now. I think there's a method to the madness now. First, it was just madness. I've been part of the industry when people didn't have vanity vans, and I mean, we didn't have vanity vans or a script in place. We barely even signed contracts. The producer would come and narrate a script, and it was all like we'd given our word and we'd start shooting. Things have changed, and they've become more streamlined now, like most things in life. With the whole corporate scenario coming into the movie milieu, it's made it easier, and it's made an actor's job far more easier, I guess. But I think at the end of it all, it's the audiences that make us, and it's the scripts. So obviously the films and the tonality has changed, but good movies will still, any movie has to have a soul, and that will not change. So me deciding to make a comeback after 12 years, my last film was Life in a Metro, was this sabbatical was intentional. I did not want to work at a time when, because I worked so long, I worked from the age of 17. So when I got married, I was like, okay, I don't want to wake up at 6 in the morning and, wear makeup now. I want to just go on a holiday when I want to go on a holiday. I want to enjoy my babies. I've just had a child a year ago. Hashtag guts. I have to start all over again. My son is 9, going to be 9 in a month. So it's been wonderful. And I really believe that as a mother, and from my gurus, the knowledge that they've imparted to me, that a child is most vulnerable between the age of 1 and 7. So what you can impart in terms of upbringing or values happens during that age. Yeah. So they're really malleable, and that's the reason I decided that for those years I did not want to take up an erratic lifestyle like being an actor. You don't have that much time to yourself. Now I've gotten back because now he's like, he's going to be 9. I have a new baby, so for another 3-4 years I still have a bit of time on my side. But then after that, I'll again do a rethink.
We're so glad, Shilpa, you're coming back on screen, because we love you on screen and off screen. So, we can't wait for both these movies to come out.
Thank you. Thank you.
Shilpa, we believe it is never too late to start your fitness journey. And you would agree that fitness is a constant process. What would your advice be to people who are just beginning to adopt a healthy lifestyle? Any quick tips for our members?
Like you rightly said, it is never too late. Yeah. You just have to make up your mind, and you have to follow that path. Yeah. And I think fitness is also like a good marriage, you can't cheat on it. If you want a good marriage, you can't cheat on it. So nutrition being a very, very important pillar. The understanding and the amalgamation of nutrition with a regime, a workout regime, is extremely important. Whether you choose to do Pilates, yoga, cardio, weight training, whatever you want, high intensity training. I just think that whatever you do, at the end of it all, you have to have a balanced nutrition plan with it. And that's how the birth of Simple Soulful happened. There were a lot of people who maybe had the intention, but didn't have the time, maybe had the inclination, but didn't have the money to join a gym. And a lot of people are working out there. I mean, who's going to, wear or carry gym clothes and then go to a gym? So I just feel like it was rather timely, or maybe a little ahead of its time, that we started Simple Soulful was the first
Yeah.
celebrity app to have launched in India. And we're in a lot of countries now. It's always fitness and health has always been a passion with me. And I wanted to take it forward because while people know me through the movies, I really think that people are more interested in how I maintain myself and how, and I mean, proof is in the pudding. So it keeps me going as well. That if I'm able to, shoot, I keep shooting for stuff, thinking, and I keep maintaining myself. I'm like, okay, if I don't look good, how are people going to get inspired? So it is a lot of hard work, and that's how we came about with the Simple Soulful app, where it was an amalgamation of workout regimes. You can choose what you want depending on your time frame, whether it be a 15-minute workout, a 30-minute workout. There's a programmed workout, there's a weight loss workout. If you have jiggly arms, there's a workout for that. If you've got a saggy butt, there's a workout for that. Guys, while I'm here doing this thing, please go and download the Simple Soulful app, because in 499 rupees, which is a pittance, we also give you a nutrition plan. So we've concentrated on a lot of vegetarian menus as well. So it was really, it came from a place of passion, and so many people have availed of it and have lost so much weight. And that for me is my biggest achievement.
How lovely. Shilpa, your passion for fitness shows through the way you talk about it and through all your videos. Like, you can see that that's where your inner calling is.
Yeah.
And, you spoke about your app, and your app apparently believes in awareness to nourish your body, mind, and soul, and encourage people make positive lifestyle modifications to stay aligned and happy with your mantra. I like that mantra really a lot.
Swasth raho, mast raho.
Yes, yes. Swasth raho, mast raho. How nice. We're experiencing an increasing number of people, especially women, suffering from mental health issues. Do you think mental health is talked about enough, especially in India? And what can we, like, you and me and everyone joining in today, do to help this?
I think live in awareness. We're all very intelligent people. We brush a lot of things under the carpet. And when it comes to our mental health, we're leading very fast-paced lives today. It wasn't like how things used to be right up to even 20 years ago. Social media has paced up a lot of stuff, the way we look at things, and there's a lot of pressure as well. So don't succumb to that. Don't succumb to pressures that are not important. The importance given to size. I mean, you could have a size 14 who could be fitter than you and me put together. So it's not about that. Fitness, the definition of health in fitness is something that is different for different people. You have to be able to, be balanced. And I think that comes from the concept of yoga, to be aligned mind, body, and soul. And that's something that transcends through the app and in my way of speaking. So it's not only about being body beautiful, it's also about focusing on your mind. And, if a lot of people are suffering with depression, especially COVID. COVID hasn't been kind to a lot of people. They've lost jobs, a lot of opportunities. Families have broken up because nobody has been in the same house for so long, and a lot of people haven't been able to cope. They've been binge eating at home, not knowing what to do in life. And I really think it's important to also seek help. So if you have a problem with if you've got arthritis, you have to visit a doctor who can help you there. If you have a UTI, you have to go to a gynec. You can't just self-medicate, right? So the same thing, I mean, with depression or with mental health issues, I just think that you need to seek advice from a psychiatrist, and there's no shame in that. One shouldn't feel ashamed, and encourage people to take that route if you feel or you have a sense of someone suffering with depression or going through a difficult time.
Fantastic, fantastic piece of advice, to everyone. Like, seek help. I think let's remove that taboo
Yes,
from depression and mental health.
totally.
Shilpa, you just spoke about binge, and how could we not talk about the Sunday binge, which the videos are a huge hit. I must have revisited several of those videos only to watch you devour the most sinful of all treats, jalebi and the good ki rabdi being my favorite. Tell us about the initial thought about behind Sunday binge series and what was the intention behind the idea.
Nothing. It just happened. It just happened, and a lot of people would say, "अरे शिल्पा शेट्टी तो खाती नहीं होगी, बहुत पतली है, उसका क्या है, वो तो जिम जाती है, तो कुछ खाती नहीं है." But I'm like, listen, guys. I mean, I work out and I don't live to eat, but I eat to live. But on Sundays is the one day where I do not think about, the sugar that is going into my body. Normally, I don't have sugar as part of my diet, and I've eliminated white bread, white sugar, white rice. White rice I still eat. I'm a Mangalorean, but white sugar, yes, I'm a little wary about that. But on Sundays, I don't really care. It can be bhajiyas, it can be rabdi, it can be rasgulla. I mean, I'll be just jumping on it. So I'm like, that is the discipline I wanted to kind of show people, and it became, I don't know, it started going viral, that people couldn't believe that I was actually eating those kind of things. They couldn't imagine that I still had that body despite indulging. So that came from a place of telling people that, guys, even I do it. I'm absolutely normal like you. But if I let go of myself, even I would also put on weight. So keep it for one day of the week where you indulge, and the rest of the days you can actually be a little bit more disciplined.
So you do have cheat days.
Yeah, Sundays.
All right. Shilpa, you also play multiple roles and each with utmost sincerity and dedication. Women often struggle to invest time in their goals after getting married or having a child. When you became a mother, you doubled your efforts, that you put into yourself. How did you make it possible to nurture every role, especially that of a daughter, a wife, a mother, or a daughter-in-law?
I don't know. Yeah, I think we women are multitaskers, not just me, even you and all those who are watching. I really think that we're able to do it quite seamlessly. It's about intent, and whatever I take on, whether it be work or my, in my personal life, in whatever capacity, I give it my 100% and I do it to the fullest. So whether it be me being on the sets, when I'm on the sets, I'm an absolute professional. And when I'm at home, I don't want to take a single call. I'm terribly unprofessional once I reach home. Then I become a full-time mother. So I do the balancing act, and I just think as someone who came from a middle class background, family has always meant a lot to us, and that will always be my topmost priority. So in-laws and mom and Shamita and my kids, my gosh, they like rank first. Husband, yes, somewhere along the way.
Wonderful, wonderful, Shilpa. I'm sure it's not easy, but you make it look like the whole multitasking so easy and glamorous, and you're such a perfectionist. So kudos to you for that.
Behind the scenes, the girls who really handle it.
Lovely.
And Anushi.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
Each one of
They're
them.
the true heroes.
Yeah.
You saw her, she's still on the phone.
Yeah. She's amazing.
Yeah.
Shilpa, you've been flourishing at this insane pace, and congratulations for that. More power to you. You have your own restaurant going on now, and you're venturing into fashion. You have this clothing line, Dream SS, which has created quite the buzz, and we're all quite thrilled to explore it. We
Thank you.
have to know what inspired you to start this clothing line.
Well, I think I had a lot of time on hands during this lockdown, and being a workaholic gave me a lot of time to think about where I wanted to divert my energies next. And clothes, I've always been a clothes horse, and I've always worn other designers' clothes. And I sometimes feel like, Arey, kash, they would have done this, and gosh, they would have done this print, and maybe this color would look pretty. So I've always had an inkling towards knowing a bit of fashion, but it came about in a way very naturally, and that progression happened like just at the right time with the right people who were already in the business. And Charu came into my life around 8 months, I think a year ago, and she sent me something that they were already doing, and I was like, oh my god, I love the stuff these guys do. And we then coined the whole line of round the clock wear, because during COVID times I was literally living out of my pajamas. Okay, I was doing Zoom calls with like just wearing a nice top, but I was wearing pajamas underneath. I was like, I can't be bothered about going and dressing up again. So I wanted to do stuff that people and women actually enjoyed wearing, and it wasn't going to be too much of an effort. And that's how Dreams by SS was really born. And yes, so we started doing stuff that was colorful, comfortable, a lot of cotton, and something that you could sleep in, wake up, and still look glamorous, and actually run an errand in, and even do a Zoom call in. So it was for the multitasking woman of today, and someone who has kids. Also, to be comfortable is a huge prerequisite. So there's sometimes, clothes that look really beautiful, they're so uncomfortable. And I just think that we ticked all the boxes when we did the checklist, and Dreams kind of really fit into that perfect clothing that I wanted in my wardrobe.
How lovely, and I'm sure it'll do as fabulous as all your other ventures.
Thank you. Thank you. Please go and buy Dreams, guys. Go to the Dreams website.
We'll put up the link under this thing.
And we'll be saying, go to Dreams by SS.
Yes. We cannot wait to order. And so Shilpa, I have one last question before we go into the rapid fire and with the audience. If there was if you could relive one phase in your life, what would it be and how would you do it differently? Is there a phase you would like to relive?
No, my gosh, why would I ever want to relive anything? Because those experiences have made me who I am, have made me more resilient, have made me smarter. They say that the foolish ones learn from their own mistakes. The smarter ones learn from others' mistakes. So maybe I've been a bit foolish in my life, but it's made me stronger. I've learned from my own mistakes. But what a beautiful phase I'm going through right now. I have work, I have a personal life, and we're balancing it. And I'm so blessed, and I have a heart filled with gratitude for all that I have. So I don't want to relive or change anything in my life.
How wonderful. You're so positive. Like, just
but it's the truth.
Like, even I don't want to change anything in my life. Like, I know that half an hour later, I'll be like, oh, gosh, yes,
No, nothing.
Lovely, lovely. So Shilpa, I'm going to throw some quick rapid fire questions, and first thing which comes to your mind. Okay. You begin your day with
Giloy and ashwagandha tea.
Amazing. Your biggest strength?
My biggest strength, my family.
One vice you wish you would give up or you could give up?
One vice?
Yeah.
Huh? Sugar. On Sundays. If I give up that, then why live, hai na?
We love those videos. Don't give up that. Your favorite pastime with Vian and Samiksha?
Oh, just being with them in my garden, just being there and just see them grow. It's just wonderful. Yeah, both of them are chalk and cheese, and my daughter is a tyrant. And she's already started. She's just one, and she's like going, no already. I'm like, my son is the Bolu one. And I enjoy, he writes his own scripts, he's shooting. So all the time that I spend with them is just so priceless. Touch wood.
How amazing. Your favorite thing to do with your sister, Shamita?
Go out for lunches.
You
But I don't get the time. She's also so busy.
Best compliment you've ever received?
You're just not aging.
That's true. You are not.
Not touch wood. Yoga say yoga.
A lockdown hobby you've picked up?
Lockdown hobby. I think we've all picked up a lot of hobbies. I don't know if it's a hobby, but watching series, it's something that I never had the time to do. And yeah, OTT platforms has been a revelation for me in this time.
Which one are you watching recently?
Right now watching, what is that, Begums? Bombay Begums. Super.
Lovely, lovely. You know, your best fashion hack?
Best fashion hack. A long shirt, a long white shirt. It can be multitasking. You can open the buttons, put it into jeans. You can wear it with a belt. You can wear it as a dress on the beach. So like a nice, long, well-fitted, like a loose kind of shirt.
Amazing. Your favorite yoga pose?
There's so many. I love doing the Veerbhadrasana. It's one pose. It's one asana that I do regularly. Just gives you the strength and it makes me feel like a warrior.
Oh,
like, there are days where you're like, meh, and then I suddenly go to that pose. I'm like, I'm a warrior. I can do this.
Describe your life in one word.
In one word?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Lovely. Just like you are. One thing you always carry with you.
My confidence. My positivity, actually.
Yes, I would go with positivity. You do. Something you will not be doing in 5 years.
Remarrying.
Food you cannot survive without.
Food I cannot survive without would be rice. Beetroot. I love beetroot.
Amazing.
So, yeah. Rice also. Yeah.
That's the reason for your glowing skin also, beetroot, like all. Last words of advice to our women.
Ore baapre. मैं कौन हूँ यार? I think there are so many women out there who are doing so much stuff. Maybe they're not out in the open and they're not getting noticed. But to all those women who are listening, I want you guys to know that whatever you're doing it to the best of your ability. And you guys are fantastic. And don't have any kind of self-doubt. I really believe that we are just unbelievable. And we're so blessed to be born as women in this life that you should live your dream. And you have to rise, and not just rise. That is the theme of this entire event. Not just rise, but fly, And and in life, just believe that whatever happens, even the bad, happens for the best. So that's my parting note.
Amazing, amazing piece of advice, Shilpa. If you have time, can we take 2-3 audience questions?
Sure.
Yeah,
I have time.
Can we start with Kanika?
Good evening.
Shilpa, I can't see them. Oh, hi. Hi, Kanika.
Hi. It was amazing listening to you. You speak so much from your heart. It's like so wonderful to listen every piece of advice that you gave us and everything you shared with us.
Thank you.
Shilpa, I would like to ask you something.
Please.
A celebrity always has some kind of controversy.
I have many.
That comes automatically with the territory you are in. But in your case, I have always felt you don't have any compromising photograph or video that has ever cropped up.
Maybe not those kind of controversies. Yeah, but I have had my fair share of controversies. Why, you forgot about the Richard Gere case?
Oh my God.
Where he kissed me on the cheek and then there were effigies of mine that were burnt. You forgot the Big Brother controversy.
Not from God.
I've been in the middle of a whirlwind of controversies, but God has been kind, and I've always overcome them. I really believe as a celebrity, whatever be the case, and if you're in trouble, especially, you should never ever complain and you should ever explain. So that is the philosophy with which I have lived.
So that I'm taking as a tip from you to keep ourselves all positive every day.
Yes, never complain, never explain.
Wow, fantastic.
How lovely. Never complain, never explain. I'm going to write that down in my diary too, Shilpa. That's amazing. Can we have Ronita Modi ask the next question, please?
Hi,
Yeah, and Urmi has come in.
sorry, can we please make this the last question?
Now you
Just
know how I
this in one more. That's it.
Yes,
One
can
more
we
question.
do this as the last one, please? I'm so sorry.
Sure, sure, sure.
Thank you.
Hi, Shilpa. Hi.
Hi.
So you're the living embodiment of laughter is the best medicine. You're throbbing with laughter always.
It's free.
And slowly becoming a polymath. Every year after year, perfecting a new craft. I want to ask you one question. Barring the 2007 Celebrity Big Brother reality show in the UK, where you were dealt a slate of racism by the fellow contestants, did you ever face challenges that hurt your dignity? We only see the Shilpa, the soaring, slender albatross, conquering bastion after bastion. Your weakest moment in your mosaic life. What was the toughest challenge you ever faced?
Oh, there have been many.
Toughest.
There have been so many. Maybe my accolades overshadow the challenges that I've been through. But saying that, I mean, maybe in the earlier part of my career, where I was literally written off, this is my 27th year, and I went through a very low phase in my life where I didn't have any movies. I was going through a personal low. That was a very challenging time where you lose confidence, where you become very insecure. And I went through all those emotions. But I don't know, something within me just made me become a better version of myself. And I really believe that I am God's special child. And I've never had any doubt on that front. And then I guess my mom's confidence that was always, unwavering, gave me the strength to kind of
Cushioned you out of it.
meet all the other challenges. So yeah, even in that low phase, I started learning about makeup. I started doing my own makeup to look better. And I just think that was a learning curve in my life. And I've been through so many highs and so many lows that now it doesn't matter to me. Yeah.
Thanks. Thanks
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you.
Shilpa, can we take one more question?
Last.
Yes,
Last.
this is the last. Can we have Deepa ask the last question, please?
Yes. Hi, Shilpa. So
Hi.
I have a son who's the same age as Vian, and he's quite a handful. And Vian comes across as a very well put together boy who with alacrity joins in all the activities with the mommy. And I love the videos you put up with him and the bonding you share. So how have you been able to inculcate the quality of obedience in your son? And has he started enjoying all the social media attention? And are you a strict mother?
That's a lot of questions put together, but let me answer it in whatever best way I can. As far as my child's obedience is concerned, I still have to tell him 5 times to do something. They do not listen in the first go. And COVID has not made it easier because the kids have been in lockdown. He's not had a single play date. He's not met his friends. He's going to attend school for the first time tomorrow. So there's so much protocol. But also, I think as far as parenting is concerned, Raj and I are both very hands-on, and we both had an a very austere kind of upbringing, very middle class. Both our parents have worked all their lives, and the kind of time that we give our children now, when I reflect and I think about my parents, they never gave us so much time because they didn't have it. They didn't have that luxury. So Raj and I make sure that we spend that time, and whatever little time that we get with our children, not little, but a lot more time than our parents gave us. We do not work on Sundays. Saturdays are family time. Friday nights actually are also family nights. So we sit at the bar and we don't drink, we're teetotalers. My son also sits there. We have like starters on the table and then we're like talking. So and lunches and dinners are together. There is a discipline. which is very, very clear. Vian cannot override those things. So our upbringing is very middle class, and he gets grounded from time to time. There is a lot of sugar discipline. He's only allowed to Sunday binge and Saturday binge now, weekends, because otherwise kids really don't know. You have to, as parents, teach them, what is right and what is wrong. And yeah, he's a lovely child. And I just feel as parents, sometimes we shouldn't be overbearing, or we shouldn't be helicopter mothering them, So I'm glad that I've had work to keep me busy. And when I come back home, I enjoy those precious moments. And he values it when I'm there around. Being a mother is a thankless job. I think all mothers will resonate with my thought. But work is what keeps my sanity, and what it also keeps my son's sanity. Because if I was at home, I would have driven him nuts. So I think as a parent, what I try to do is I tell him what is right and what is wrong. And I've always told him that, those choices are going to be yours. You have to make the choice. And if you choose the wrong choice, then you have to pay for it. That's how I think my parents also brought us up, and it's worked for me.
Wow. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Shilpa. We took some extra time of yours, but thank you so much for being so gracious and amazing. I know how busy you are, and you still, on our request, took out the time to speak to our members, and you gave such amazing tips and just shared experiences, which are extremely valuable to us. On behalf of Wikiflow, we would like to honor you by planting a tree in your name.
Oh, how sweet.
And you can track this tree and fondly remember your time with Flow Kanpur. I will send this certificate to you. Yeah. And once again, thank you so much. A big thank you to your team, Anishi, Urmi, Anushka, big thank you. They were very, very
Anushka also here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Shilpa.
Thank you, everyone. Stay well. Please download the Shilpa Shetty app. Please go buy Dreams.
Absolutely.
I'm trying to hard sell here, guys.
Shilpa, can we take one picture if everybody wants to turn on their cameras with you?
Sure.
Yeah.
But the sunlight is a bit much. You want to just close that, Anushka, to see?
Yeah.
No, the other one, the front.
Whoever wants to be in the picture, if you can just turn on your camera, we'll take a quick.
Come. Take it. Hi.
One more, guys. 3, 2, 1.
Done?
Yes. Super.
Lovely.
Thank you, Shilpa.
It was wonderful. Thank you, guys.
Take
Enjoy and loads of gratitude. Thank you so much.